Okay, let's say you've got a function f of x is defined as x squared here. Now, if you put a zero into this x here, then the whole thing here, f of x here will become well. When you put zero into this x here, it's like you putting zero into this x here. So the whole thing here will be zero squared. Zero squared is zero. So when x is zero here, this whole f of x will be zero. Okay. When x is 1, well, you put the 1 into here, which in effect is like you putting the 1 into this thing here. So 1 squared will be 1. When x is 2, so when you put 2 into this x here, it's like you putting the 2 into this thing here. So it will be 2 squared. So this will be 4, and so on. So if you put negative 1 into here, it will be like negative 1 squared. So that will be 1. If you put negative 2 in, and so on here. Okay, so but by you having a function defined as x squared here, when you see this symbol here, it basically means, well, you put whatever here into this thing here, and well, f of x here would equal all these here. Okay. When you have something like this here, if you see something like this here, it basically means do everything do everything first, and then do everything first, and then add the 3 on afterwards. So when in this case here, when x is 0 here, you would put you would basically work this out first, and then you add the 3. Whereas down here, well, let me give you one example here. If say x is 2 here, so you're trying to fill out this gap here. If you look at this here, you have to do this first, work out the whole function first, and then add the 3. Okay, so in the case of this box here, you would put the 2 into this thing here, and then work out the whole thing first, which will be 4. So this whole thing here will be 4, and then you add the 3, then this will be a 7. Okay. If you want to work out this block here, well, looking at this here, you have to work out this x. You have to work out this bit first. So it will be this, and then yeah. So if you're trying to work out this bit here, you will put the -4 into this thing here. So working out the whole thing here would be 16. Okay, so this bit here will be 16 for this gap here. It will be 16, and then you have to add a 3. So this here would be 19. Okay, so it depends. Down here, here you've got to work out this bit first, and then put it into here. Okay, so for example, if you look at, let's say, let's try and work out when x equals 3 here. If you looking at this here, if you put 3 into here, then the whole thing here would be 5. Okay, if you put the 3 into this thing here, then what you're working out is 5. Now you've got to put the 5 into this thing here, so it's in effect like 5 squared, which will be 25. Okay, now looking at this thing here, if you put the 4 into, now we are trying to work out this bit here. So when x is 4, this function here, well, you would put the 4 into here. Well, yeah, you would put the 4 into here, turning this whole thing here into a 6. Okay, turning this whole thing here into a 6. So now it's you putting the 6 into this thing here. So this will be 36, because 6 squared is 36. Okay. If you want to work out this bit here, then you put the -3 into this thing here. Okay, so -3 add 2, so that would be -1. So it's like you putting a -1 into this thing here. So -1. So now -1 squared, that would be 1. So this here would be 1. Okay. Now looking at this thing here, you got to square it. Sorry, you got to you got to work out this bubble first. And well, so hang on. Given this here, you got to work out this bubble first, and then you put whatever it is into here. So for example, let's say you want to work out this block here. Now this here is -3, so you put the -3 into this x here. Now -3 into this x here, so this whole bubble here will be 2 times -3, which will be -6. So it's like you working out f of -6. So basically, trying to work out this block here, you would put the -3 into here, making this whole thing here a -6. So now it's you putting -6 into this thing here, -6. Now -6 squared will be 36. So this here would be 36. Okay. Looking at this here, well, you've got to work out this whole thing first, and then you times 4. So here, let's say you want to work out. Let's say you want to work out this block here. So here, x is -2. So now you put this -2 into here. Well, remember you've got to work out this whole thing first. So now it's -2 into this thing here. -2 squared will be 4. Will be +4. So this whole thing here will be +4. Now +4 times +4, so this thing here will be 16. Okay. Let's say if you want to work out this block here, you are putting the -4 into this x here. Well, we don't have to, unlike up here, we down here we don't have to do anything. We just put the -4 into there. So basically, what is this thing here for -4? Okay, and then whatever the answer is, then times 4 out here. So for -4, put this thing in. So for -4, this thing here will be 16. Okay, so for -4, this whole thing here will be 16. So this would be 16 times 4. Okay, so let's say, for example, if you want to work out this here, then for this one here, you've got to put the 3 into here and work out what f of 3 is. Well, in this case, it's 9. Okay, +9. So now it's 4 times 9, which is 36. Okay, so try and fill in this table, and then in the next video, I will show you what these things actually mean, or how these things will affect your graph. Okay, so for the time being, fill in the rest, and then in the next video I will show you the answer. Okay.